What's up, YouTubers? So before we get started with this video, on first take, we're going to be talking about, are you more disappointed in Derek Carr or more impressed with Justin Herbert's win against the Las Vegas Raiders? So let's see what they have to say about that.
You know all of this and you get your boy, your former teammate at Fresno State. You target him 3 times more than you target everybody else. I know he can ball. I know he's that dude. But the reality of the situation is that's not wise for you to do because everybody and their mother knew you were going to do that. So that made you predictable and transparent, which may have assisted in the Chargers being able to contain you the way that they did. I expected more, especially with Josh McDaniels as your new head coach. I certainly expected more than I saw from the Raiders offense, and I was disappointed in that regard.
So I'm just a little bit more impressed with Justin Herbert's performance than I am disappointed with Derek Carr, because Justin Herbert's just living up to the hype of being MVP and just taking care of business. He's doing what exactly we expected him to do. Now back to Derek Carr. I'm highly disappointed in Derek Carr. He threw 3 picks. He sacked 5 times. I don't care. I'm still going to double down on Derek Carr. The man is a baller. He just ran into the LA Chargers. That's what happens when you play against the LA Chargers. That defense is nasty. Khalil Mack got to that man 3 times. Khalil Mack had 3 sacks. Khalil Mack was not having it. He was not happy. Let me calm down. I mean,
I was more impressed with Herbert, to be honest with you, man. Yeah, I and to speak to that, Stephen A., the targets that he gave Devontae, I thought that was warranted. You know what I mean? We're trying to establish this is our number 1 target. Remember, this is the only team with 3 number 1s in 3 positions. At outside wide receiver, that's a number 1. The tight end, that's a number 1. In that slot receiver, caught 100 passes, that's a number 1 slot receiver.
17 to 6.
Hold on, Mike. Hold on. Darren Waller's not the number 1 tight end in the league. Darren Waller's cold, but he's not freezing. Darren Waller's cold, but he's not freezing. You know, again, what happened was Khalil Mack was not having it. The man had 3 sacks. That defense is nasty. Step aside, Raiders. Step aside. Let me calm down.
Between all of them, Devontae is still our main guy. So establishing that, I don't have an issue with. But Justin Herbert, some of the plays he made, and we were just talking about it. Man, some of the throws he made. I mean, he hit a lot of receivers, too. We just gave all kind of love to Patrick Mahomes for doing it, but he spread that ball around. But that one roll, when he rolled and left and he threw that ball, we were just talking about Ryan Clark. That ball was incredible. Yeah. I was like, I don't know how he got that ball in there.
I don't either, Mike. I have no clue how Justin Herbert did it. I mean, it looked like a Hall of Fame. It looked like a Hall of Fame type throw. I'm just calling how I see it. That's just my 2 cents.
Oh, that's one of those passes I would have gone back to. I'm telling you, I was open to it. There's no way I would have thrown that. There's just no way I'm throwing it. He did, and it was a perfect throw. So I'm more impressed with Justin Herbert than disappointed in Carr.
I think I'm more disappointed in Carr because I agree with Stephen A. Justin Herbert hasn't shown me he's anything but this. Like, this is what he's done since Tyrod Taylor had the unfortunate injury before the game, and he went toe-to-toe with Patrick Mahomes in his first ever start. And so for me, I'm used to seeing that from Justin Herbert. But when you go out and get Devontae Adams and your team gives you a new contract, and like you said, I got Darren Waller, who's a matchup problem. I have Hunter Renfrow, who can navigate the slot like no other person in the league. I'm expecting you to have the Patrick Mahomes day. I'm expecting you to come out and shine like Kirk Cousins. And you can't. Bro, 3 interceptions and now, fumble it 2 times, Mike.
But see, when you play against the LA Chargers, that's what type of trouble you run into. Again, Khalil Mack, Bosa's. It can get crazy sometimes when you play against the Chargers. Again, Khalil Mack had 3 sacks in his debut with the Chargers, okay? Well, Joey Bosa had 1.5 sacks? Things can get wild when you play against the Chargers. You know, I am disappointed in Derek Carr because I expect a lot more, but what do I expect when he goes against the Chargers? You know, against anybody else, I expect him to ball out, but just not against the Chargers. I expect him to ball out against everybody else, but just not against the Chargers.
Say this, though. Now, Justin Herbert is in the same offense he's been in. Derek Carr last year, I got to give him all the credit in the world for holding that team together and dragging them to a playoffs. And he did that. Yes. He did a great job last year.
Yup.
Okay, I understand that.
That's last year.
I understand that. That's last year. Okay, and he wanted to get better. They went and got better by getting Devontae Adams. He's in a new offense. He's in a whole new offense with Josh McDaniels right now. We watched Aaron Rodgers, one of the greatest, and we saw him struggle when he hit a new offense. So I'm looking at Derek Carr and said, okay, I'm gonna give you more than just 1 week to get this offense.
No, you got to give forgive him.
We just talking about what we saw yesterday.
That's what we said.
That's what we talking about.
Okay,
That's
that's why I just said I'm not that disappointed.
Why can't I make my statement why I'm not as disappointed like you made your statement that why you are?
You tell him, Mike. You tell him, Mike. You let him know how you feel. It was talking about your mom earlier, too. You tell him, Mike.
That's all I'm saying.
There's no second statement, playmaker.
Exactly. That's right.
That's all I got. No,
We let you make the statement. We just don't agree with you.
The first time I was
just don't agree with you.
Herbert.
Excuse me. Listen, what I'm saying to you is this. Devontae, listen, Devontae has that dude. We all know how spectacular he is. Well, ain't no scrub. The brother got a 3-year contract extension. You don't think he want to go out there and show that he one of the best tight ends in football? You got Kelsey, you got Kittles, and you got him.
Yep,
What
that's
this ain't some journeyman. This brother can ball. 17-6 discrepancy. What the hell's going on? And then you got the Khalil Mack, his first game. He got 2 sacks. He combined with Joey Bosa for 6.
Whoa. Stephen A. Smith, let's get your stats correct, sir. Get your stats correct. That man had 3 sacks. That man had 3 sacks on his debut with the Chargers against the rival Raiders. Okay, sir? Okay, let's get your stats correctly.
Pressures of 4.5 sacks. They all over you. Excuse me. If you got Devontae Adams, you want to give it to a guy like Waller because you know what he can do in short yardage situations. You could get the ball to him, but you didn't want to do that because that's your boy. Okay? And I'm saying that can't be the case.
That's not, Stephen A., that's not why.
I didn't mean it like
Aaron
that.
Rodgers
Yeah, I don't quite know about that.
did it too.
I apologize. Well, I got on
Right.
I did bring him up, too. That's exactly what I did. But I'm just saying, I don't mean it like that. What I'm saying is you got to see all the weapons around you.
Yeah, that's
you
real.
can't have that kind of discrepancy.